Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm bringing you a video of me getting my very first chem strike. I got it on the map Stormfront, and as you can see, that is the loadout I'm using on the side of the video. The Honey Badger with extended mags and foregrip, the M9A1 with extended mags, for a lethal, a frag grenade, a tactical, a stun grenade, and a variety of speed perks. And I'm running the assault strike package. And there are a couple things I want to talk to you guys about today, like connectivity between players, like peer-to-peer, or NAT types. And I want to give you guys some tips on what I found out about how to open up your NAT. It's just one way. It's not a surefire way, but I learned that if you turn off all the Wi-Fi devices in your home and then start up your console, and if your console is the first internet connected object in the house, then it will most likely have an open NAT, unless your router just naturally doesn't want to let you have an open NAT. So before I play, I put my iPod Touch on airplane mode as well as my Vita, and then I turn on my PS3 and it's open. And if I don't do that, it usually becomes moderate. And I want to also talk to you guys about the future of me making montages. The last time I made a montage was with a program called Pinnacle Studio, and I kinda lost it. I don't have that program anymore, and I can't find a way to take it from the internet. Did a little hand quotes there. So I have Sony Vegas, which I know is a far better editing software overall, just to work with as well, and I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I really do want to make a montage this year. I had so many Black Ops 2 clips and I couldn't work with any of them because I didn't have the proper editing software. I take pride in the work, and I don't want to give you guys some half-ass project, even if only one or two of you guys watch it. I want those one or two people to enjoy it. Maybe then they can tell their friends, rather than I would not want my name to be tarnished by some half-assed project that was just back-to-back clips with no transitions or fancy effects. Anyways, on to the next topic. I want to talk to you about the maps in this game and how they're absurdly large. Like, really, really large. Now that's both a good and a bad thing. On the current gen, it is a very bad thing, I'd say. Except for on Strike Zone. Strike Zone has a decent amount of players. Besides the fact that that map is dome, just reskinned. If you don't believe me, I'm sure somebody's done a video on it where they compared the two maps side by side. And yeah, it's the same effing map, just reskinned. They did a really good job of it. I didn't notice. People won't know unless you're told. And well, we need smaller maps. And recently, the developer kit version for the PC got leaked onto the Steam version of the game. So some people were able to look at information that they weren't supposed to be looking at. We have gone two confirmed, I'd say confirmed, or two leaked multiplayer map packs, or 8 maps, but it said DLC pack 1, DLC pack 2, and then there's also the 2 extinction modes that are added on as well. And the 2 extinction modes are called level 2 and level 3. And they will probably continue where the first extension stopped at. And if you haven't played the first extension map, it's really fun. It's just kind of repetitive, and they really should have done a little bit more with it. It is fun though. It really is. It's kind of esque of like Left 4 Dead 2 mixed in with Killing Floor. And the map names for the new DLC are Swamp, Battery, Rumble, Dome, Boneyard, which is probably going to be Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2, which would fit nicely in this game, Gaza, Comp, Red River, and Battery. Those are the 8 names for the multiplayer DLC maps. And Search and Destroy will also be added to the current gen consoles and next gen on November the 15th. Just to add that in there. It is really kind of stupid how we didn't have Search and Destroy off the bat. I don't know why they felt like pushing search and rescue on us when they didn't really have to take out search and destroy. I mean, it's kind of like search and destroy is a big mark in Call of Duty. It holds a very big spot in a lot of COD players' hearts. And no matter how silly that sounds, it is true. And watch how the map just starts to pour. And the more you play this map, the more rainy it gets. The more awesome the audio gets. Like, it gets really realistic when you get inside the buildings. And the sound is just like how you'd imagine it when it's raining out and you're indoors. And I want to know you guys' opinion on clans only being able to be used via the apps and not the actual website, which I think is really silly. Because I don't have a proper iPod that can run the app. And I know a lot of people who can't even access anything like that. So their only way of joining clans are through actually playing the game and being invited from in the game, which that is kind of dodgy in itself. Some people don't even show up on the roster after they've accepted. And I think in a couple of months we'll be seeing a lot of improvements in this game. People are complaining about the lag, although I don't know, I don't see it. Maybe I just have a really good connection to the game. I don't feel anything half the time. If they're talking about dying in one bullet, I don't think that's lag. I think that's just the way the game works. You die super fast. If you shot someone with like 4 bullets, you probably, like that guy right there. I felt like I shot 4 bullets into him, but he probably did look on his screen. It probably looked like I shot him once and he just dropped. I don't think that's lag. I think that's just the way the guns work. You can't have it perfect all the time. And another thing about the clans, I wish we could have a little bit more if you don't know, there are 3 ranks in clans. There's soldiers, there's lieutenant commanders, and then there's commanders. And right now, I feel like that's really worthless. We need at least 2 more tiers so we can actually properly rank people. And because once you turn someone to a lieutenant commander, they have a few abilities. They can edit your clan info and whatnot. They can also edit the clan emblem, which I think is a little bit of too much power for the only thing that's above soldier class. I think there should be at least 2 ranks between soldier class and lieutenant. And commanders should also be able to assign co-commanders. It would only make sense. Also, anyone watching this video should consider joining our clan. Our clan name is 12 Gauge. It has been 12 Gauge since Modern Warfare 3. We do play on it. We play almost every day. I'm already first prestige and I'm about to hit second. Although I might not like it because I didn't finish my first soldier. I got him to level 60.5 and I moved on. Mainly because I'm tired of people. I put up friends, and when people I'm about to play against see a prestige in the lobby, they just back out. And that is just not fun. Oh, and if you notice I start playing a little bit campy, it was because my friend told me I was on a streak, on a K.E.M streak, when I didn't know about it. Like, I was just playing like how I would normally play. And then I started playing a lot more conservative so I wouldn't, die from something stupid. It does feel like you get 1 hit in this game. And like I said, it's not generally a bad thing. I'm happy when people can't turn on me when I start shooting at them first. That was always a big issue in Black Ops 2. And here's a funny thing. Call of Duty Ghosts probably has the worst graphics in the past 2 Call of Duties. Like, out of them. Probably because they probably did a lot of cutting back on the textures and everything. Just to this is a game designed for the PS4 and the Xbox One. And mainly high-end PCs. And then they had to drop it down so it's actually playable on... here, there's a stupid glitch with the care package. So it's actually playable on our current gen systems. Black Ops 2 looks worlds ahead of this game in terms of graphics on current gen. Black Ops 2 looks amazing compared to this game. And I always thought that was kind of a little bit silly, but I mean, if you're not going to bet on next gen, maybe this game really isn't for you. But I am surprised at the amount of players on this game. They might be saying that this game sold less than last year's sales, but there are way more players online on this game than there were in Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 at most could average on the PlayStation 3 around 90,000 to at the most 230,000 at the most, and that was probably in its prime. Whereas this game averages around 200,000 to around 350,000. Maybe that's just because it's in its prime time, but I know a lot of people are hating this game and a lot of people are loving this game. The hit detection in this game is very, very spot on. It feels like Modern Warfare 2. It really does. The sniping in this game feels really good, but sometimes it is very frustrating to just get one shot from nowhere by a thermal sniper. But I mean, this game is the first game where I think you don't have to quickscope to be a proper sniper, and that is saying something. Just because you can't blame people for quickscoping games like Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3 when the maps are so tiny that they can be beat out with SMGs, no matter even if they're in the farthest corner of the map, when they can be beat out by SMGs. That is just silly. So the long range on this really are pretty damn good. I think the thermal might need a little bit of a nerf, maybe just a little bit, because even when it gets like an even if you get like EMP'd or whatever, I don't forget what it's called, you can still use the sniper scope. It turns into like a regular sniper scope. It doesn't get completely nerfed like it would in other Call of Duties, which I'm fine with that. Yeah, there I go getting the K.E.M strike. I was pretty happy about that. I didn't even notice what my KD was until the end of the game. And I think I was pretty low ranking in this game. Epic slow-mo. And yeah. Although I wish they could have done a little bit more, but I know they had to downgrade a lot. I wonder what it's going to be like on the next gen. I haven't played it at all on the PS4 or the Xbox One. If I do pick it up, it'll be for the PS4. Clearly, because I'm a PlayStation guy and my stats will carry over. And well, that's all I gotta say for today, guys. Have a good night.